Hey, everyone out there in YouTubeville. I'm going to go hide. I put it in another room now. I'm going to go hide that capsule so you can try to find some treasure. Will you find the treasure? Here's a treasure item. Subscribe! Woo-hoo-hoo. That's a big prize. If you subscribe, you're going to find the videos coming to you right away. You're not going to have to say, oh, wait, there's a new development on the treasure hunt. Oh, wait, that was 3 weeks ago. That can happen. But if you're subscribed, you get notified when new stuff comes out. Boom, boom, boom. But this video, hopefully you will not get too angry. Do you love Kamala Harris? Do you love her? You love that Kamala? We love you. We don't love you. We like you, okay? We tolerate you, whatever. There's going to be a level of Kamala as we go through, as there's a level of Donald Trump. Some people love Trump. Some people don't love Trump. Some people want to make America great again with a red hat. Some people want to, I'm with her, with this Kamala Harris lady. But here's some interesting tidbits. Tidbits? What's a tidbit anyhow? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. But what is a tidbit? I don't even know. Tidbit. We always say these kinds of things in our language, our vehicular or vernacular or whatever liquor. You would do some liquor and talk. But this is kind of interesting. Today on MSNBC, they were running us some stories about her electability. Harris, her electability. Now, she's not doing much better than Joe Biden, and they thought that was kind of strange. It's not MSNBC now. To my knowledge, liberal media, boop 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 boop, liberal media alert. They were saying she's not much more electable than this Joe Biden fellow who has now, he decided to retire. I thought he should retire long ago. That way he can go out on top. Now he has the asterisk by his name, whatever, in his legacy. So if you want to build a legacy, he can say, I retired as the President of the United States, the highest level of government in the United States of America, the most powerful nation. I consider the greatest nation in the world, but the most powerful military, the biggest whatever, the economy, best economy, whatever you might say. I retired. I went out on top. Now he's kind of going out on somewhere in the middle. We don't know. But they said she's not much more electable than he is. Ah. So, what? What? The liberal media is saying they don't believe Kamala Harris can win. They don't think so. They just don't think so. They show maps. There's new new election maps. They're showing the electoral college. They don't think she'll win that. They don't think she'll win the popular vote. Just like Biden was not going to win either one of those two. So this is my question to you. My question to you. This would be a two-tier kind of thing. When Kamala Harris loses to Donald Trump, are you going to blame Joe Biden? Are you going to blame Biden? Blame Biden, Harris loses. Yeah, hey, mister, here's a real newspaper. Extra. Kamala Harris lost. Extra. It's Biden's fault. Is it Biden's fault? Will it be Biden's fault when Kamala loses? Or is it just that Trump won? Trump's going to win. Harris is going to lose. Trump will win. Harris will lose. Will she do better than Biden at the very end? We don't know. They're saying what they were saying on this article, this story, this tagline, this whatever it was. It's now been a couple of days, right? 2 days. That initial surge, that excitement, she should be doing better. That's what they're saying. Now, are they MAGA Republicans on MSNBC? I don't know. Are they? What was that other one? QAnon? Are they racist? Are they Nazis? Is MSNBC a white supremacist station? Do they believe that we should elect Hitler? Donald Trump, aka Hitler? Should he be the president? Is that what they're saying? Are they saying we think this should happen? Or are they saying this is going to happen? They said that they believe that Trump's going to win. I've been saying that for a long time. Trump's going to win. Trump's not going to make that same mistake twice. I said Biden would not be the next president. Guess what? So I think what's going on now is they are saying this because she's not going to take these swing states. She can't win the swing states. So she's going to be considered, every time she says anything, I'm going to do this. Well, you didn't do it when you were on the Biden-Harris team. Now that you're the Harris whatever, Al Sharpton, who's going to be her running mate. Now it's you and Newsom, or you and Buttigieg, and you or Hillary Clinton, who knows. She has a running mate. But what they're saying is now she's going to have to take the blame for Biden. She will have to take the blame for what happened. If Biden was a great leader, a great person, a great president, and he's highly approved, she would take credit for all of that, right? I'm part of this team. I did all these great things. But that's an interesting point. What does she say now that she is the vice president of probably, well, they said Biden is the most unpopular president in the last 85 years. Same article, same story. And it's probably true. They're saying right now they don't know the way they used to look at numbers later than 85 years back. He's probably the most unpopular president ever. Okay, that's what they're saying. I know he's very unpopular. I would definitely say he's the most unpopular president of my lifetime. I'm 62. I don't think anybody's been more unpopular. Even Richard Nixon, and they think he might have done some naughty stuff. Richard Nixon, you're naughty, but his approval rating was higher than this guy when he left. You know. So anyway, so you have the president of the United States with the lowest approval rating, and you have his vice president, and guess what? Lowest approval rating. She's like a point higher than him in her approval rating. So if she's so good, why didn't she do any good for the last 3 years, 3.5 years, whatever it's been? That's what people are going to say. That's what the voters are saying. The voters are saying this. We just don't like that. Then some people are saying, well, it's going to be a racial thing. Some people in the South aren't going to vote for a black woman. What, is she a black woman? Isn't she like about a quarter black? I don't know. I know that she's South Asian in the Indian side of the house. And then the other side, is she just half and half? Is she like Obama? Is she like Obama? One black person that I know pretty well, he said to me, is the reason they don't pick a solid black person is there no good solid black people? We have to go get a half and half. You know, we get Obama, they say he's black, but he's just as white as he is black. This is my friend was saying. He's not a political analyst, but the political experts, the Democratic team of political experts, they go to college, they get their PhD in political science, a PhD in whatever. They are saying now she's going to lose. Yikes. We didn't expect that. So what happens? Do we blame Biden? That's the first thing. Then the second thing, now this is pretty interesting. They only took her situation, not her versus Trump, not her versus Kennedy, not her versus Obama, just her as a person. They took Joe Biden as a person and did his numbers, and they took her as a person and did their numbers. And this is kind of interesting. This is interesting. I'll wait to the end to hear something that's very interesting. After the 8-minute mark, I'll put it at 8-minute mark, part 2 of this video. Interesting thing. I don't know what I'll put in the subject matter, but I will do that. I have to go hide that thing. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. But this is what they said. Everybody was so excited. Let's just go ahead and take Joe and put in Kamala. That'll work. That'll be great. That will be great for America, for the Democratic Party. They don't care. The Democrats at this point, they don't care if they run a good person. They just, like they did in 2020, they want to run somebody that can beat Trump. They don't care if they can beat Trump and they're good, or they're really, really good, and by the way, they can beat Trump. It's just, can they beat Trump? So this is what they came up with, and this is pretty interesting. And the Young Turks, I don't know if you've ever watched that, the Young Turks show, they had a video out talking about this as well. I don't know if the Young Turks are liberal, down the middle, conservative, I don't know what they are. But they had a video that was attached to this story. They were talking about this. This is on MSNBC. They said this: you take the person's approval rating. You're only going to judge Kamala by Kamala. No one else. You're only going to judge Biden as Biden. So what you do is you take a person's approval rating, how many people approve of him, the approval rating of her, approval rating, and the disapprove rating. So you take those two numbers. So Kamala has an approval rating, and those who approve of her and those who disapprove. So if you take those two numbers and you put them together, is that a positive number? Is it a positive number? Those who approve, you take the lower number and the higher number. So those who approve of her, approximately 36%, and those who disapprove of her, that would be the rest of the people polled. So if you take 100 minus 36, you see where it's going. So you take those two numbers, you add them together, she is underwater. Underwater. Her approval rating is underwater. Joe Biden's approval rating, underwater. So what they were saying on MSNBC, the Young Turks and a few other things, why did the Democrats say we're going to go against Donald Trump, who has a positive approval rating? He's not underwater. Is he very, very, very popular? Maybe not. Maybe he's not the most popular. Maybe he's not the best. But he's not as bad as this. So what happened is they could have picked anyone at this point. It may not be Kamala. We don't know yet. But what they decided to do was to pick a candidate to go into an election against a very popular former president who has an underwater negative approval rating. It comes up to a negative number. Her approval rating is low, a lot lower than her. The people that approve of her number is a lot less than those who disapprove. So that's kind of interesting. What do you think? I think you should subscribe, like, and share. But what do you think? Do we blame Joe Biden? And why did the Democrats decide to pick somebody who's underwater, who has some baggage, to be the Democratic candidate? I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Boop, 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 boop. Blame Biden and her. She's underwater. What do you think? Take care.